It was a warm afternoon in a small town in Argentina, and the local football field was bustling with excitement. The youth football tournament was in full swing, with kids from different parts of the country showcasing their skills. Among them was a young boy named Luca, an 11-year-old football prodigy who had dreams of one day playing for his favorite team, Barcelona, and following in the footsteps of his idol, Lionel Messi. Luca had always dreamed of meeting Messi, the man who had inspired him to play the beautiful game. But for Luca's family, the road to his dream was a tough one. His parents worked hard to make ends meet, and they couldn't always afford to buy Luca the things he needed to pursue his passion for football. His shoes were worn down, the soles barely holding together after countless games on the field. Despite the challenges, Luca played with all his heart, determined to improve, never letting the state of his shoes stop him from giving his best. As the tournament continued, a group of coaches and scouts arrived at the field, looking for new talent. The kids eagerly performed their best tricks, hoping to impress the professional eyes watching. Luca was nervous but determined. He gave everything he had, running, dribbling, and making plays that showcased his natural talent. But as he sprinted across the field, his old shoes slipped on the grass, causing him to lose balance and fall hard onto the ground. The other players paused for a moment, concerned, but Luca quickly stood up, brushing the dirt off his knees and shaking his head as if to say he was fine. His shoes, however, were falling apart even more. The coaches watched closely, sensing his potential, but they couldn't ignore the visible struggle he was facing with his worn-out footwear. Luca's dreams seemed to be slipping away, his chances of being noticed dwindling with every missed pass caused by his faulty shoes. At that moment, something unexpected happened. Lionel Messi, who had been quietly watching the tournament from the sidelines, stood up. He had been invited as a special guest to help scout for talent, but he had been waiting for the right moment to make his move. As soon as he saw Luca's determination and the struggle with his shoes, Messi walked over to the young boy. "Hey, Luca," Messi called, his voice warm and friendly. Luca turned in surprise, his eyes wide with disbelief. Messi, the player he had admired for years, was standing right in front of him. "I've been watching you play," Messi said with a smile. "You've got a lot of talent, but I think you deserve to have shoes that match your skills." Luca, still in shock, could barely respond. I'm fine, Mr. Messi. These shoes are all I have." Messi knelt down and gently examined Luca's shoes. With a knowing smile, he reached into his bag and pulled out a brand new pair of football boots. "I've got something for you," Messi said, handing the shoes to Luca. "These are a gift from me. I want to see you playing at your best." Luca's eyes welled up with tears, unable to believe what was happening. His dream was no longer a distant fantasy. It was now a tangible reality. Messi, his idol, had just given him the tools he needed to take his game to the next level. Thank you so much," Luca managed to say, his voice full of gratitude. As Messi stood up, he gave Luca a quick hug and said, "Keep working hard, and remember that it's not the shoes that make you a great player. It's your heart and passion for the game. But I believe you've got that already." Luca, now wearing his new boots, returned to the field with newfound confidence. His game had completely transformed. With Messi's encouragement and the proper equipment, Luca played like he had never played before, weaving through defenders and scoring a stunning goal that had everyone cheering. The scouts, who had been watching from the sidelines, were impressed, and soon after the match, Luca was offered a spot at one of the top football academies in the country. Luca's family couldn't believe the news. The help they had received from Messi had changed their son's life in ways they never thought possible. It wasn't just the shoes. It was the belief that Messi had shown in Luca, the faith that with hard work, anyone could reach their dreams. Months later, Luca was training at the academy, a young player on the rise with Messi's words echoing in his mind. As he laced up his new boots before each practice, he couldn't help but remember that day on the field when Messi had handed him the shoes that had symbolized so much more than just new equipment. They represented hope, encouragement, and a reminder that dreams could come true, even for a boy from a small town with worn-out shoes.